Yo, what's going on, everyone? For those of you who clicked on this video to become a better fighter in Fortnite, I'm going to be giving you my favorite practice routine. I put this routine together 2 weeks ago and I've already seen crazy improvements from my mechanics, my fighting, my aim, my piece, everything. So stick around to the end to see the full routine. The video is formatted to take you through every part of it and the beginning and after of my progress. In this first clip, I'm just fighting terribly overall. You can see me missing edits, taking bad angles, and honestly just putting myself in a terrible position to get any kills. And I'm just a free kill. Now this is the after progress, and this is already like a week old because I'm slow at editing. But as you can see, my edits are much faster. I'm taking smarter plays, different angles, nice little edit course, and the free builds, crosshair placement, everything's just gotten so much crispier, which you can see right now. Alright, so for the first part of the practice routine, which I believe to be the most important, is free building. Free building is so good for your overall improvement at the game, it's not even funny. The improvements you're able to see almost immediately are astronomical. So for the free building, you don't want to do it for too long. I like to go just until I'm warm, and there are many different factors that could play into that. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, but it's definitely the most important way to start. While you're free building, you don't want to just focus on things you're good at. Because if you're good at one thing, okay, it might help you in what, 1 out of 10 fights, and you're just going to keep dying over and over again. No, you want to be versatile. You want to be able to do many different moves at many different times. So work on things you're bad at. Mess up. It's how you get better. And it's the perfect way to start off your routine. The next part of this free building session is building in fast speed or sped up game mode. I do 120% and I use Raider 464's newest training map. It has a very easy way to do it. You just shoot it. It makes everything so much easier. And it's a great way to just practice your edit timing. After this, when you go back to normal speed, it's going to feel like you're just building in slow motion, and everything's going to make it so much easier to be consistent. The best way to find moves you're not good at yet are to go on YouTube and find great fighters like Peterbot and take moves that they do and get used to doing them. This is supposed to be very difficult, and if it's easy up to speed, you're supposed to be messing up these edits. It's not going to be easy. And you can also do the same type of practice with slow speed to learn new moves and get comfortable with them before trying to do them in normal speed and high speed. So for the next part of the routine, it's not something that takes a crazy long time. Great in-game fighting practice scenarios. It's just a good old peace control map. This is also from Raider's new map, Training V5 I'm pretty sure it's called. You go into the peace mode. What I like to do, I'm going in order. There's 24 different modes. So I'll start 1 through 3. I'll do 30 rounds of practice on each of those. And then I'll hit the play all button where it shuffles them. You play randomly. You just go through all of them. And depending on the day, I'll do 100 drills. And I think I'm going up to like 250. They're not very long. Play them with music. Make it fun. If you're not having fun, you're not going to get better because you're not going to want to do it. So just put some music on, grind it out for like 20 minutes, and that's a great amount of practice that you've just gotten in very easily. And it will quickly apply to in-game scenarios. Okay, so after a couple days of doing the practice, You're going from day 1, modes 1 through 3, day 2, modes 3 through 6, and then day 3, 6 through 9. Keep going up like that. If you find a couple that you're really struggling on, you could definitely just go and do those for like 30, maybe 40, maybe 50 if you have a lot of time, and just try and get very consistent with it so that they're not significantly worse than your other modes, and hey, it should be good. If you're not noticing anything that you're particularly bad at, just keep going in order. The best way to practice these drills is to do it by taking good peeks so that the bots are not able to hit you. This will force you to do the same in game, so you'll just stop taking bad angles and bad peeks without even thinking about it. Now we are moving on to part 3 of the routine, which is fighting in creative game modes. These creative game modes are very helpful to get many fights in fast, and they're also just very fun because they're not as serious as, say, ranked or a tournament, and you can do plenty of different practice moves that you've been trying out and trying to incorporate them into your game and play style. You can also do any type of fighting you want, whether you be good at it and just trying to have fun, or you're not as good at it and you're trying to improve. The best mode that I would recommend to mostly everybody is Zone Wars. Zone Wars is great because of its realistic map cap and realistic fighting. You also constantly are pressured to move forward and block your other angles if you're in team modes, which is probably the most beneficial.
You wouldn't be
I
doing
would
much,
say
bro.
2v2s are
Let's be
great.
real.
You can find them on Discord all the time. Everyone wants to play Zone Wars. There's plenty of different servers you can join. The first scrims primarily, but the looking for players tabs always have good Zone Wars players. Keeping up with people from Discord is also great because everybody on there wants to get better and they're trying their butt off the entire time, which can be very annoying, but it's great in the long run. Alright, for the final part of this routine is in-game fighting in ranked reload or ranked battle royale. These modes are great for taking fights seriously and getting good peaks. You should not be camping for rank points. Just go fight people and get better, and your rank will go up gradually with your fighting skill. I prefer reload much more than rank just because of how many more people you fight in such a short amount of time. But to place better in tournaments, I would recommend getting more familiar with the actual map. Alright guys, that's going to conclude this routine. In order on screen, it will show this routine could take anywhere from 2 hours to honestly like 5, depending on the time you have and how much you want to play. Um, that's the best part about it. It's all up to you and how you want to improve. So, yep, the entire routine is on the screen right now. If you've made it this far, you might as well just subscribe. It'll help me out a lot and make me feel good. See you in the next one.